Hi there, welcome to another Adobe Illustrator tutorial. This is Andre from Dagubi. In this tutorial I would like to show you how to make this technical background by using these shapes, and I show you how to create brushes from these shapes. Okay, first create a new document, go to File, New, and now choose Print, size A4, click on this landscape button and set the width to 340 millimeters and change the color mode to RGB and click OK. So next you have to create some different shapes. Please choose the rectangle tool and now change the color, none for stroke and for the fill black color, and create this rectangle. Now choose the selection tool and make a copy. Hold down the Alt key and then the Shift key. Make a new copy. So now create new shapes and now make a new copy. And now hold down the Control key and press D for more copies. So make another copy from this, for example. For more copies, press again Control and D. Oops. Now select some of these rectangles and delete them. And you can create some arrows. So go to Objects, Path, and click on Add Anchor Points. So now you have to delete some points So choose the delete anchor point tool and click on this anchor point and this. Now select these 2 points and move it to the right. And make some copies. Press Ctrl and D. So select some of this shapes and shrink this and this. So okay. So now select all these shapes and go to Pathfinder and click on Unit. Okay, so now I'm going to create a pattern brush from these shapes. So first shrink this a little bit and now click on this button, or you can go to the brushes panel options and click on new brush and choose pattern brush. Click OK. So now change the colorization method to tints. OK. And you can duplicate this brush. Click and drag this down to the new brush button. And now deselect first and now create 2 circles. So change the color for the fill none and black color for the stroke, or red color. So now select first this circle and click on your first brush, and now choose this circle and click the second brush. So the second brush, make a double click and now change this flip to flip across and click OK. So now we need a second brush. So choose again the rectangle tool and create a rectangle with black color for the stroke and none for the fill. And now duplicate this, hold down the Alt and the Shift key. And make a new copy. Make another copy. Okay. And so select all these shapes and create a new brush, pattern brush, and click OK. So let's take a look at what we have done. So first apply this brush, change the stroke white. Now make a copy from this layer and apply your second brush. and change the stroke white. Okay. Okay, the next thing what we need to do is create a big rectangle for the background. So choose the rectangle tool and create a big rectangle with none color for the stroke and dark green for the fill. So now choose the ellipse tool and create a big circle. And now click on this button, horizontal align center and vertical align center. And now choose this green color. Oh, sorry. None for the fill and this green color for the stroke. And click on your brush, pattern brush, for example this, and change the stroke white. Now make a copy from this shape. Please click on this layer and drag this down to the new layers button. Now shrink this and now you can change the opacity. Now make a copy, new copy from this layer and apply your second brush. Copy this layer change the opacity. So you can change this brush, click on your second, on this copy, yes. So now you can rotate this shape a little bit. So that's okay. So now group this layer, select this, click first on this layer, now hold down the shift key and click on this layer. Now go to the layers panel, options, and choose collect a new layer. And now make a copy from this group, drag this down to the new layers button. Now first select this group, make it a little bit smaller. And now select the second group and make it big. And now change the opacity. So now change the size of this pattern. That's better. And scale this a little bit more. Okay, so now you have to create a clipping mask to hide this. Choose the rectangle tool and now create a new rectangle. So this rectangle is over all the other layers. Now to create a clipping mask, deselect all, deselect, and now choose the layer, this layer, the group layer, and now click on this button, make release clipping mask. So now you can see all these layers are inside the clipping mask. So next I'm going to change the layer order, and now I need this circle and change the stroke white. That's okay. And this big circle, change this to this size. And scale this a little bit. Or change the stroke white. That's okay. Now change the opacity. So the next thing what we need to do is expand all these layers. So select these two groups. Now go to Objects and click on Expand Appearance. So now you can go and scale this with the Free Transform tool. Now choose this Perspective Distort. Go to View and choose Hide Edges so you can see what you do. Rotate this a little bit. Okay, now select only this layer. So that's okay. So select these two groups and now apply stroke color white. Now select first this layer and change the opacity a little bit. Now select this group and scale this a little bit and change the stroke color to yellow. Now select two groups and scale this a little bit more. Now change the opacity of this layer. So next you can choose the group selection tool and now select some of these shapes. Please hold down the Shift key to select for multi-selection and now change the color, make these shapes a little bit darker or lighter. Or you can delete some shapes. Press the delete key on your keyboard. Okay, next choose the ellipse tool and create a circle. And now set none color for the stroke, and for the fill choose the gradient, black and white gradient. Set the type to radial, and now we can double click on this handle and change this to RGB. It's very important to set the 3 color to 0. And now change the blending mode, go to transparency and choose screen. Now click here and add a new handle, new color. So now choose green color or yellow. And change this white also to yellow. So now transform this. So that's okay. Now make a copy from this layer and scale this and change the transparency. So now I'm going to create a brush. Choose the polygon tool and hold down the shift key and create this shape. For the fill, choose black color and white color for the stroke. Now go to the brushes panel and click on this new brush button. This is a scatter brush and click OK. So first change this to random and set the colorization method to tints and click OK. So now you can delete this shape. Now choose the paintbrush tool and the green color and create a line. So now make a double click on this brush and now you can change these options. And a little bit scatter and click OK. Click apply to strokes. So now change the color. First select this line and so that's okay. Now change the opacity. So delete this and delete this shape, this line, and now start with the paintbrush tool and create some brushes. So you can change the stroke weight and you can change the opacity. So select all these new shapes. Yes, that's and go to the layer spanner options and click on collect a new layer. So and set this group to screen. Now we need a second brush. So choose the ellipse tool and create a circle. So this time change the stroke color to none and black for the fill. But outside this polygon brush and now create a new brush. Choose again a scatter brush, click OK and change this to random and tints. Click OK. So delete this brush. Now choose again the paintbrush tool and green color. Hold down the control key and click on this polygon shape and now go and choose this group. Click on this parent group layer and now start with this brush, create new lines. But you have to change the settings of this brush. Make a double click and now change this. Okay. Now change the opacity. So delete this line and start with new lines. You can also change the color a little bit. Okay, the next thing what I'm going to do is make a copy from this layer, drag this down to the new layer button and choose the free transform tool and now scale this back to the circle. So now change the color. This green, change this to dark green. And this yellow. So now make more copies. So next I'm going to change the background. So select the background and now apply a gradient to this background. So first apply this white and black background. Now change this black to green. Really dark green. Move this to the center. Now move this a little bit and now click here and now drag this handle to the left. Now you can change this color to green. Next, choose the gradient tool, and now click here, and now hold down the Shift key. Okay, next I'm going to make some color corrections. So first select this group, please hide edges, and now click on this button, recolor artwork, click on edit and click on this button, link harmonic colors. So now you can change this color, make it more yellow. Okay, and change the opacity a little bit. So, and last, select the whole group, and now click again on this recolor artwork. So if you like, you can scale this layer. That's it, I'm finished. Thanks for watching. If you liked this tutorial, please press thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you want to see more of my tutorials, please subscribe my channel. Hope to see you soon.